Welcome back to The Vocalist. I have gotten so many requests for this particular reaction. So today we are listening to Dimas Senopati. I have not heard him before. This is his acoustic cover of What's Up by Four Non Blondes. Here we go.
25 years in life is still trying to get out that red big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of men, for whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes, get it all out, what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say,
Okay. I really like his voice. It is so smooth. That's the first thing that's striking me is that yeah, it's so smooth. It's still got a nice like youthful quality to it, but let me go back. We're gonna go back, we're gonna break it down. Also love that he's doing this while sitting. When singers do that, I'm like, talk about great control and great like breath support, like not needing your entire body. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
25 years in life is still trying.
Like how gorgeous, just from like the first note, it's stunning. Obviously later on we get to hear his mix, and knowing how good his mix is, it makes sense that this is just so stunning because he's incorporating more head voice here, so we're getting still full adduction, but we're getting just something that feels a little bit lighter, a little bit more youthful, and just super smooth.
25 years in life is still trying to get out that red big hill of hope for a destination.
I love how already so soon he was willing to get a little rough with his voice. We get, I wouldn't necessarily call it a fry just yet, but it's got a little bit of that sort of growl to it that we expect in the song, but later on. So I like that he's introducing some variety so early.
I realized quickly when I knew I should.
You know what? I don't know if we're going to hear much of his low notes, so I'm going to, that very, very first note of this phrase.
I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of men, for whatever that means.
This is, it's such a beautiful example of placement. When you hear brotherhood of man, you can hear how he kind of pushes that a little bit forward. Some singers think of almost like bouncing the sound off of their hard palate, not soft palate, sorry. but it's definitely more forward, and then he backed off again. Sorry, let me back it up a little more.
I quickly when I knew I should, that the world was made up of this brotherhood of men.
Forward.
For whatever that means. And so I cry sometime when I'm lying in bed, just get it all out what's in my head.
I'm sorry, we'll get through this. I keep pausing, but he's so good. So typically when we hear this piece and it's sung by a female, we get immediate head voice and then back into mix. His transition is so seamless here. And then what he does, he goes into his head dominant mix, but then the second time he goes into more of a chest dominant mix. So again, we're getting so much variety in such a short span of time.
Hood of man, for whatever that means. And so I cry sometime when I'm lying in bed, just get it all out what's in my head. And I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from top of my lungs, what's going on?
Right there, that's when we get a little bit more of that growl. Hold on. I tried to find his age, but I couldn't find it fast enough. So I'm scrapping that. Please let me know if you know how old he is. What I'm hearing is we're getting hints of this growl and that raspiness, but it sounds like it's still being developed, which is why I wanted to know just how old he is, because again, we're getting that beautiful youthful tone as well, and it's very clean. And so sometimes it's very challenging for younger singers to develop that raspiness because for many reasons. Obviously, when you're young, you don't use your voice as much as, or you have not used your voice as much as you have by the time you're 40 or 50. In terms of overall health, your body when you're younger has a little less inflammation than it does when you're older. So again, that affects your larynx as well and incorporating those raspy tones. So I don't know, this is just my theory. Either way, I love that we're getting this texture and again, so much variety.
And I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I try, oh my God, I try all the time in this institution.
Oh, it's like that gorgeous like 80s rock scream. Y'all know I love it. Also, beautiful head voice. And it makes sense, again, that he would have such a great clear head voice because he has such a great mix. And especially with male singers, if you can really exercise your head voice or falsetto, it's going to help so much when you're trying to develop your mix. It's game changing.
I pray, oh my God, I pray a single day for evolution. So I pray sometimes.
Hold on, I like that little slide.
Evolution. So I cry sometime when I'm lying in bed, just get it all out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar.
I won't rewind, we'll keep going, but those transitions, like, so good. Moving from chest into his mix, into his head, and it's so seamless. It's so good.
And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, ah, yeah, yeah.
That was beautiful. At the onset of this last line that he just started, we had so much rasp before. And so the way he sort of reset and eliminated it was so beautiful. Let me go back.
Hey, what's going on? And I say,
Right there. It was just, oh, it was so seamless, so smooth, beautiful.
ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination.
Beautiful. Aside from his tone, that glorious tone, I love at the end when he went back to that beautiful, just lighter, warm onset. It was beautiful. But his phrasing, I know I mentioned breath at the beginning, especially since he was sitting and we've got all these high notes coming out, but I really appreciated his phrasing and how he utilized his air pressure so that he wasn't breathing so frequently throughout the song. And his vibrato. I think he's just got a beautiful vibrato, and it matches so well with not only the song, but the style in which he sings. So I would say when we talk about wavelengths or rates of vibrato, this was a very kind of middle of the road. That sounds like a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing at all. It wasn't super fast and it wasn't super slow or super wide, but it edged a little bit on the quicker side, which I found really matched well with the way he was using his mix and sort of just that extra little edge, that extra little pressing into his chest mix. Beautiful. So that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for this recommendation. Thank you for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.